Yo, what up guys, welcome back to Patched.
Welcome back.
Yes, and today we're going to be comparing a glass mouse pad and a cloth mouse pad. What we have here today is the SkyPad, the Glass Pad 2.0, and the cloth mouse pad.
We got the Fanatic Dash.
Ooh, yes. So we both love the Fanatic Dash, it's incredible. But we're just going to be mostly, I guess, kind of like generalizing cloth versus glass. You know?
And we went for a similar approach as well. Glass is definitely it's a faster sort of pad, so we went for the Dash because it's definitely faster and a little bit less for control. Although they did find a good balance there.
Yes, so if you're wondering like what you should get, this is the video for you. So we're gonna try to weigh like the pros and cons for each mouse pad and hope we help you guys out in this video. So one thing that I love about the glass pad is that it's super easy to clean, right? So it's just glass, you get a paper towel or cloth or whatever, and then you don't even need to wet it. You don't even need to put Windex. I guess if it's super dirty, then you can use Windex or a cleaner. But usually, like you can just wipe it with your hand if there's like hair or dust on it.
The cloth pad, even a hair can sometimes be annoying because it like sticks to it and you have to like wipe multiple times to get it off.
Not only that, if it gets super dirty, you have to like clean it, dry it, you know, and all that. It takes the entire
And then
day.
you don't know if it's gonna feel the same after you do all that. Like after you soak a mouse pad in water like a cloth one, you don't know how it's gonna feel.
Yeah, so that's one plus for the glass pad, but also it's a double-edged sword because it gets like dusty pretty easily. But not only that, you notice it.
You feel every dust particle because it starts scratching when the mouse goes over like a piece of dust. It doesn't actually really affect your aim at all, but you can actually like hear it scratching your mouse feet. It's really weird. It's your ears like make you think it's bigger than it is.
Yeah. So it's a very minor thing, and of course you're gonna have headphones on if you're gaming, so you're really never gonna notice it. It's just something that we notice and we don't really like. The cloth mouse pad, no matter how dusty it gets, you're really never gonna feel that scratchiness, you know? So that's one good thing about the cloth mouse pad. So if your room is super dusty and you have a lot of dust going around, then you probably don't want to get a glass mouse pad.
Yeah. Another good thing about the glass mouse pad is it's going to be entirely waterproof. As opposed to cloth pads, they've only really ever gotten to water resistant, which we put the quotes there because you spill the water and yes, it's hydrophobic, it stays on top, but the minute you try to wipe it up or get it off of there, it does seep into there.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. You have to wait for it to dry and everything. But you don't have to worry about that at all. You literally just wipe it off and you're good to go.
Not only water though, like soda or juice or whatever, the sugary drinks, you just wipe it off and you're good to go, you know? So that's also another good thing about the glass mouse pad. Also another good thing, I guess it's not a good thing though, because
neutral.
It's like, it's neutral because, I mean, stitching is different on every cloth mouse pad. Like some, it like protrudes up and that's annoying. But then this Dash mouse pad does a really good job of keeping keeping it flush with the actual pad. This glass mouse pad, obviously it's thick. It's great that there's like no stitching or anything, but then like your mouse falls off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so in that aspect, it's honestly just neutral. Yeah. I mean, it is nice because a lot of people worry about the stitch edges. You can really feel it when your mouse lifts up and then you worry about the lift off distance of your mouse getting interrupted with that.
As far as like speed, if you want speed, you're a speed demon, glass mouse pad is going to be catered towards speed. I've never seen a controlled glass pad. That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. I don't feel like they could. I don't even know if they could do that.
Yeah.
You can try.
That'd be weird. But
yeah, these always tend to be fast.
Yeah.
Whereas with a cloth pad, you can get either fast or controlled or somewhere in between. So they can really get more in depth of what they want to do with this and then cater to that sort of audience. But if you're a speed demon, if you get a glass pad, you know what you're getting 100% of the time.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about someone saying it's fast and then you get it and it feels just like every other cloth mouse pad you've ever had, which we've had actually a couple times.
Yeah. I guess these are all reasons to get the glass mouse pad over the cloth because like this will also last longer. I mean, it's more expensive, but then it'll also last longer than a cloth mouse pad, you know? I guess it kind of like balances itself out because, it's more expensive, but it lasts longer. So.
Yeah, because as a general of thumb, with a cloth mouse pad, no matter how much how well built it is, it's gonna fray eventually. You're gonna lose the sort of texture on there if you use it so much. You'll get like an extra dark part of a black mouse pad, and that part specifically won't be as smooth.
Yeah.
I've had that with numerous mouse pads. So it does happen eventually, whereas this, you really, I mean, it's tempered glass. Like, you don't have to worry about that wearing down. So
one bad thing about the glass mouse pad though is that it'll probably wear out your skates a little bit faster than a traditional cloth mouse pad.
Yeah. So if you get mice that come with 2 sets of skates, you got nothing to worry about. That'll last you plenty of time.
Exactly.
But if you only got 1 set of skates and they're pretty darn thin, might be something to look into for sure. Getting another set of skates, or maybe getting some hyperglides for that bad boy. Another thing that we sort of touched upon earlier is the glass pad is definitely more expensive. Just due to, I imagine, the cost of production on that. You're making glass instead of just a piece of cloth, really. So this is always gonna be more expensive glass. Whereas cloth mouse pads, there's so many, there's hundreds, if not thousands of them, and catered to every single price point and whether you want fast or controlled. So you get a lot more variety with cloth than you do glass, but that may change in the future. We'll see. Maybe more companies will get out there.
As far as portability, obviously the cloth mouse pad is better. Like if you're traveling, you're a professional gamer or whatever, then the cloth mouse pad is gonna be easier. I mean, it's not that bad. It's thin. You can kind of put it in like a laptop bag or like a backpack, but it's just easier to roll it up, you know?
Yeah, another thing with the cloth mouse pad, this is going to be a lot easier on your wrist. So if you're struggling with RSI or carpal tunnel, you may want to look into a cloth mouse pad or one with a lot more padding for your wrist, because it's just a lot more comfortable. I mean, it's glass. It's not going to bend. It's not going to mold to your hand.
Yeah.
Either you'd have to get one of the rubber things that sits there on
kind of get the boobs.
Yeah, the
boobs.
boob thing. Yeah, you gotta get the waifu thing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is just, I mean, it's a solid material, so it's gonna hurt your wrist if your wrist is already prone to getting injured like that.
Yes.
Whereas the cloth is just, it's a lot softer, it's easier.
But also make sure to look into which cloth mouse pad you're getting, because like the dash is very, very flat. You know, it doesn't have a lot. Firm. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of padding or anything. But there are other ones that have a lot more padding, so you should just watch out for what you get. But obviously, you're never gonna get something soft with a glass mouse pad.
Yeah, it's super, super important. A lot of gamers can struggle with RSI from using their computer for long periods of time. So please do look out for yourselves. It's very important.
So what do you like better? What would you go for, and what would you recommend the viewers?
I would honestly say cloth, just because there's so much more of a variety. But this is the thing, the glass is for a very specific audience. I feel like you're going towards audiences that are either preferring speed, so a fast pad, or they really want longevity, or both, of course. So it has its audience, it has its sort of market there. But I feel like just with cloth, you can cater to all those audiences, unless you don't want to worry about cleaning the cloth mouse pad, because these are very, very annoying to clean. So there's that. What do you think?
I like glass. I mean, it's more expensive, and one thing that I didn't like about it is that it made my wrist a little uncomfortable, and it was starting to hurt like after long periods of gaming. But other than that, I love how fast it is. I love how smooth it feels. I love how long it'll last you, and also I love how easy it is to clean. Like the dust getting on the mouse pad isn't a huge deal. Like we said, it doesn't really affect the performance, and you just go like this and you're good to go. You know? So I really, really like the glass mouse pad, and if I can, I'll probably daily drive this. But we're both different people, and we both like different things.
One thing I will note with the wrist injury and things like that, I didn't get any wrist pain while I was using the glass pad. So even though I like the cloth better, I just don't really get a lot of wrist pain, and I spent long hours on the glass pad. No wrist pain from that. So it really does depend on the person. So you should know for yourself if you've been spending long hours gaming already.
So anyways, that about wraps up this video. Hope we helped you guys out, and I hope you guys can now easily pick what you guys want as far as the mouse pad goes. If you guys want to get any of these specific mouse pads, I will leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.